Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Pierre Bourne beat in FL Studio 20. He has a very spacey ambient sound, Playboy Cardi style, fast-paced tempo, pads, flutes, all that. So let's start with a pad out of my Wonderworld expansion pack, chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. It's called Vintage Pad. I got a chord progression in mind. We're using C sharp minor triad and the G sharp minor triad, like this. I got a melody in between, about 160-ish. I'll put it at 163, and I'll record that into MIDI. Hit the record button, hit play. Let's quantize that, hit Control Q. I'm going to turn the cutoff down on the sound. That way we're not taking up a ton of high-end frequencies for other melodies. Label that pad. Actually, I'm going to record this into audio so we don't take up so much CPU space. Go into Edison. Hit on play. Hit the record button. Make sure your metronome isn't on and play. So I dragged that back into the playlist, extended it for 8 bars. We can get rid of Nexus now, save some space. Label that chords. And my keyboard extra loud. Alright, we got that set up. Open a new Nexus. I'm thinking of a bell for this. Let's go into my preset pack, Wonderworld. Take a look at the bells. I always like to get the scale of the song into my head first. Makes it easier to play melodies. So I got the scale. We got C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, and that's it. I like that. Let's record that into MIDI. New pattern. Metronome on and record. Let's clone that over. Go into the piano roll, quantize that. Just like we did with the chords, let's record that into audio. Alright, I'm going to drag that back into the playlist. We can delete the bell that we had before. There we go. Let's add another sound. Now I'm going to go for a catchy flute sound. Back to my Wonderworld expansion pack. chambersbeats.com/soundkits. Let's select a flute. I'll lower the delay and reverb. Raise the cutoff, but lower the volume. And I'll try to come up with a catchy melody for this. That's what I'm going to go for. Record that into the playlist. Drag out the pattern. Record on. Worst playing in the universe. Go into the piano roll. Quantize that. Now for the slide note, I like to leave 3 blocks right here. So we got the flute. As you can tell, it's sort of clashing with the bell, but once we mix that and level everything, it will sound better. I'm gonna record this into audio. Alright, that's done. I'm gonna label this flute. I'm gonna mix this a little bit first. Put everything into the channel rack. Solo the chords. We'll get some EQ. I like to be very frequency specific. Cut out all the bass, low frequencies, and some of the high end. See, the chords live in this frequency range for this song. Also add some stereo separation for a wider sound. I'll go into the bell, another EQ, high pass filter, boost some of the mids, stereo separation. Lastly, the flute, EQ. stereo separation. And even though you EQ it, some of the low end can still pass through. Pull down the bass knob for each sound. Just makes it even cleaner than before, so the drums can really come through. Let's level this. I always check in mono to make sure everything translates well. Let's put some drums on this. My 808 tricks, turn the trim all the way up. Make sure loop points is off, normalize, on. Go to this lever tab, hit clip, go up 3%. Envelope tab, attack down, hold up, everything else down. Then you can hold the 808 for however long you want. Now remember, I had a C sharp minor triad. So if it's C sharp, then our 808 is gonna have to be at C sharp. Make sure it's quantized. And then we went down to G sharp minor. That's a little too low for me, so we'll go up an octave. Let's add a little variation. Clone the pattern. Let's add something different here. Alright, now we're going to add a hard-hitting kick. Pierre has a very unique kick pattern. I'm sure you guys know it. Oh, not that. New pattern. New pattern on my wrist. Yo, why I keep doing that? Clone that over. Let's get into the claps. Pierre uses stop and go hi-hats. I'll show you what I mean. Right click, hit fill each 2 steps. We'll leave the second hi-hat out. New pattern. Add variation. I'll probably go for a roll here. What you want to do is drag out the hi-hat that you want to roll on. I like to go into 1/2 step, hit Control U. Get rid of this last one. Add some percussion and snares. Just like the 808, go into your envelope tab, attack down. Only thing all the way up is the hold. Now you can hold the open hi-hat out as long as you want. Select the open hi-hats, drag them out. And I got one more sound effect I'm gonna add. Also, he uses a lion roar. Sometimes that was loud. Let's put the melodies back in, see how it sounds. I'm gonna start mixing them. I routed all the drums into the mixer. Secret plugin for my 808s, it's actually free. It's called Saturation Knob by Softtube. I usually put the knob up to 2.4, saturation type on low. And it saturates the 808, makes it boom a little more. Also, I usually put my 808 in mono, so it just hits directly straight forward. Same for the kick, mono. I'll add an EQ. Filter out the low end so it doesn't clash with the 808. The clap, I'm gonna add an EQ, adding some high end and some mid range for some body to it. Hi-hat, I got an EQ for that too. Right here, like you don't need crazy compression for this, just EQ and leveling. And when I'm EQing a snare, I look for the frequency that it occupies around the low mid. Right there, that will add some boominess to it. Don't add too much though. And some high end. Then an open hi-hat, I mix the same as my closed hi-hat. Same EQ. Drop, I have an EQ for that too. There it is. And the perk, just add a high pass filter. Roar, same thing. Nothing too crazy. Maybe add some high end for more crispiness. And now let's just level it. I'm actually going to go back into the 808 tab envelope, and I'm going to slightly raise the attack. I like to pan my open hi-hats to the left, and we'll put the perk to the right a little bit. Check in mono. Raise the melodies up just a little bit. You want to replace Fruity Limiter on your master track with Fruity Soft Clipper so everything can really come through. And there you have it, a Pierre Bourne beat. I'll let that play for you guys. Go. That's how I make my Pierre Bourne beats. Again, all the preset sounds that we used are from my Wonderworld Nexus expansion pack, chambersbeats.com/soundkits. Share this video, comment, like, subscribe if you want. I appreciate you all for watching. See you in the next one.